Wind Strider! Clouds high, the birds call! Wind Strider! As one with wind and cloud! Wind Strider! Swollen Fury! Behold! That's far enough! You're dead! The wind rises! That's far enough! Behold! Ha! How amusing! Swollen Fury! You're dead! How amusing! Upon the gale. That's far enough. You're dead. That's far enough! Behold! Solemn Fury.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Wow! Where did that come from? I'm catching up with you, traveler! Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not.
Hey, Collei and Eula! Oh, Adia is here too! Hey, it's the Traveler and Paimon. How are you? Did you rest well?
Yep, this is a comfortable place to rest. I guess that's one thing here that's better than the desert.
Saying things like that isn't going to help, Adia.
But it's the truth. The desert is full of terrible memories for—
That's a weird way to put it. Actually, if you hadn't mentioned it, Paimon would have already forgotten that this domain is in the desert. I know what you mean. The air here isn't at all like the desert. It's very humid.
Everyone looks well rested. If you're ready, we can—
Good luck, everyone! I'll be rooting—
Hold on. I said we, didn't I? No need to say goodbye, because you're coming too.
Huh? But wait, I'm just the man—
You can't back out this time, Adia. The manager of the fairgrounds is waiting to see you. She said Adia is the only person who could help.
Yes, Collei and I discovered a fairgrounds in the forest.
The person in charge of it seems to be a Spontamod scholar. A scholar? But what's she doing there? Researching the forest ley lines?
Oh, I wish there were ley lines here that I could ever study. Anyway, I know who you're talking about. I'd better come along then. we find any firework materials in here?
Emerge. Right now. Emerge. Right now. Unleash. Oh. Emerge. Right here. Take your true form.
Adepti treasures have special powers. What about mortal ones? Adepti treasures have special powers. What about mortal ones?
Finally, someone has arrived.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Maimuna. We've brought Adia with us.
Thank you, Collei. It's been quite some time since I've seen you, Idia. To be honest, I didn't think you'd actually show up. If anything, I thought you'd be curled up somewhere crying alone.
Hey, you shouldn't be saying things like that.
Doesn't seem to be the first time Paimon's heard someone say that about Adia, though.
You want to see me cry? Fine. I'll stop crying right here.
All right, I shouldn't have said that. Now, who are these two?
And Paimon is Paimon!
They're reliable helpers. Lucky for you that I found them.
Of course. Good to meet you. You may call me Maimuna. For the sake of time, we should forego the usual pleasantries.
Wow! Look at that huge tent!
Amazing, isn't it? I helped make it.
Really? Paimon knew you couldn't be so pathetic! You just act modest all the time to hide— huh?
What is it, Collei?
Sorry. I'm not sure if I should tell you. I'm afraid it might—
That's not important. Please.
Well, there are lots of vendor booths set up here, but there's no one running them.
The truth is, this used to be an exciting and bustling place. But just a few days ago...
Like, The world was settled.
Yes, exactly. Something fell from the central hub into the tent and knocked down the crystal light that was hanging at the top.
Oh, the crystal light.
I remember a certain someone said that we should have beautiful lights to celebrate out of but once the light fell, the tent became a complete mess and the Hydro-Eidolons were trapped inside. Just when I was at my wit's end, a man from the Lawrence clan came and offered—
Wait, he offered to help you?
Yes, and he refused to listen to any of my warnings. He just walked straight into the tent and—
Yes? And then?
Yeah, don't leave us hanging here.
And that's it. He became trapped inside along with the Hydro-Eidolons.
Oh no, we have to do something.
I know, but the situation inside might be more difficult than you think.
Just talking about it is a waste of time. Since we're already here.
All right, this way, please. There used to be a large stage inside, but after everything got shaken up, it seems the very nature of the entire place was altered. The lamps and crystal light that were hanging above have all fallen down.
Wait, so you mean it's difficult to move around?
Yes, mainly because of the lights. Do any of you have experience being on stage? Once the stage lights turn on, everyone's attention is focused on you.
I can't stand that feeling. Having everyone's attention.
Me too! I'm no good at speaking in front of people. And then to have everyone's—
Sounds like you have some things you haven't been able to let go of yet.
Please don't laugh.
No, there's nothing funny about that. That's my opinion anyway. Think about it. You have many good qualities, Collei. I bet if you had to learn dance since childhood like myself, then you'd be an even better dancer than me.
No way!
I can relate. I know exactly.
Maybe we should find a time for you to learn with me. And one day you will become an outstanding dancer too. By that time, you'll be so focused on performing your beautiful moves that you'll no longer worry about it.
Wow. Eula's so passionate about this that she's practically glowing now. Really? You do that? You would—
You really think I'm that kind of person? Fine.
Oh, no! Of course—
Seems there's no need for me to warn you again. Anyway, you just need to open the curtain and you'll be able to see—
Wait, what's the thing in the middle there?
That's my crystal light! It's been locked up.
Well, let's figure out a way to fix this. Looks like we need to raise the platform underneath the crystal light.
If I remember correctly, the stage controls should be somewhere around here.
It seems we have to use the colorful lens to make the light change colors.
More speed. Crush! Beg for mercy. Crush!
That's one way of shining new light on the problem.
Hey, Maimuna? Do you happen to know someone named Sino?
No, never heard that name before. Why do you ask?
Oh, never mind then. I was just thinking you two would have a lot in common.
Back to the situation at hand. We should probably head into the passageway that opened now.
Hello? Is anyone here? If you can hear me, please help!
Lessig Lawrence?
Who are you?
You sure don't look like you're in any condition.
Yep. He's a member of the Lawrence clan, all right. Even though he's hanging on by a thread, he still insists on clinging to meaningless etiquette.
You. What are you? Have you come here to mock me?
If you would just think for a moment, it should be pretty obvious why we are here. Yet, of course, you don't have to accept my help. After all, aristocrats are naturally superior.
Yes, thanks for the reminder. I don't need help from...
I don't think he really means it, Eula. His tone was harsh, but he keeps glancing at you from the corner of his eye.
Okay. He's been trapped for so long that it seems he's forgotten how to hold a decent conversation.
Hey, no, what? Halt! You can't. Helping me when necessary certainly won't tarnish your
This is the best reason you could come up with? You think tacking on the word family will be enough to talk me into helping you? You should be ashamed for your careless actions. It's because of you that we all had to come here.
Seems everyone in the Lawrence clan is this way. They'll do anything to save face.
All right. Looks like it's time for the mascot to... Here you go. One for Eula, and one for Lessig.
What is this? Candy?
Oh, the smell. It's just...
Yes, that's right. Enjoying some...
Oh, thank you, Miss Mascot.
So he's willing to thank someone else, but not me.
Eula has been worrying about you, but now that you two have been reunited...
Let me clarify one thing. I don't care what happened.
Eula will never admit that she actually cares about him. Yeah, you're probably right.
If you're going to keep saying nonsense like this, then...
Sorry. I admit my mistake.
Why couldn't you have just said...
I'm back. Oh? Have you already finished?
Nothing.
All right, then let's clean things up here and keep working our way toward getting the crystal light.
I'll take him and find some place for him to rest. I happen to be...
All right. I'll leave my cousin. You'd better rest up and regain your strength before we settle things.
Now, let's see if there's any way to keep raising the platform higher. We probably will need to find a mechanism that's like a lamp.
Strange. Is that really the Lessig that I know?
You shouldn't always judge people based on the way you knew them before. People change, and people can...
The colored pieces of the bullet have melted.
Yes, the lens is made of materials that are easily melted by light.
Is it me or do I smell something sweet here?
More speed.
Oh, look! There's a water droplet over there!
A hydroidolin! It must have been trapped in the curtain. But at least it seems to be okay. It is a magical tent, after all. The inside is much larger than it appears from the outside. Haven't you heard stories with this sort of thing before?
Oh, another path has appeared!
Yes, don't worry. The last thing we need to do is raise the crystal. After the stage collapsed, I realized that having it raised only halfway makes it look a lot like the stage at the Grand Bazaar.
No, I haven't.
I have. I've gone there a few times. The place is bustling with all...
Oh, a dance from Sumeru? I'd like to see that myself.
It doesn't matter if it's on the way or not. I would...
Great. I'll take you up on that offer.
Yeah! Now that Paimon thinks about it, we've already been there more times than
Really? My father used to help with festivities at the Grand Bazaar and would always give me candy during the... I was just a kid and didn't understand anything. I always thought my father was amazing and wanted to be...
But aren't you a scholar in the academia, Maimuna? As far as I know, scholars seldom could spend time doing anything. I doubt you could have time to...
Yeah, seems you read me like a book. When I had the choice...
That's almost the exact opposite of Eula's situation.
You must have already realized that. Why else would you set up all the booths here and make this place like a fairground?
Yes, but I realized that attending a fair and running a fair are the main reason my childhood was so fun and carefree is but my father knew how difficult and tiring running a fair could be. But in the end, I gave up on myself and resorted to investigating ley lines in the desert. Some things happened and then I finally had a...
It's not as bad as you make it out to be, Maimuna. No need to feel so down. You have the courage to change. You've been actively guiding us on this journey. Someone who's given up on themselves could never do these things. Oh, Collei.
I understand my situation better than anyone. You don't need to...
It's not that I'm trying to comfort you. It's just that people sometimes don't realize that their actions speak louder than... Believe me, this is something that I learned from my time together with Eula.
Oh, what are you trying to say?
Oh, nothing.
All right. Good. That should do it.
Hey, Idea! We're back!
Oh, I was starting to wonder what was taking you so... I'm pretty good at taking care of people.
I don't know if I should be worried for him or happy for her.
The shadow. It's massive. Wait.
It seems he still might need a...
Of course. With a team like the Traveler, Paimon, Collei, and Eula, they're
Only 40 times more reliable. That means
I guess it's impossible to feel like you've lost once you've already given up. I'm a little concerned about how comfortable you are with that.
Huh? What has happened? How did I get outside of the tent? Ah, that's right.
Oh, you're awake now. Don't worry. That's just a side effect of your...
I'm afraid I still feel...
Lessig Lawrence.
Oh, it's you, Eula. All right, I'll do it. I'll come back to...
Interesting. Now you want to talk. Seems like you've had a change of heart. In that case, maybe you'll be able to explain everything in detail for us now.
I admit it, yes. I came here in hopes of finding a way to restore... But it was a long journey, and I didn't always know the way. I passed through Liyue and Sumeru. There was even a time when I lost my wallet and had to... But the peculiar thing is, I realized that nobody knew me out there. And not a single person even cared about the Lawrence. You and I are like glass pawns that were raised in shackles. We were taught to act like nobles, but outside the walls of our home, the people of Mondstadt despise such pompous, hateful, and stubborn teaching. It all culminated to making us cling to the old aristocratic dogma. It's like a never-ending game of tug-of-war, but it is meaningless. You understand. Or I should say, you have already long understood. But I'm afraid that I have only just realized this.
Paimon sorta understands what Lessig is saying.
Everything he said is true. Your family is probably unaware that you've already changed how you see things.
Yes, this has all happened recently. After coming to this domain, I realized the Mondstadt that I want is one where not everyone fears me. All that I and many other members of the Lawrence clan long for is a place where we...
Lessig, both you and I never had anything to do with the glory of the Lawrence clan. That is all in the past. You're just...
I originally planned on returning to Mondstadt after taking care of things here. I never thought you would come here. I was completely shocked.
See, people can always make different choices. And it seems that Lessig has also chosen to become someone he truly wants.
Yes, about that.
That's all right. Being able to clearly choose how to find true happiness is probably...
I have a suggestion for you, Lessig. Why don't you return to Mondstadt and tell your parents what you just told us?
They'll probably try to tear me limb from limb. But what about you? Did Did you ever tell your family?
This is something that I've been thinking about too. Perhaps the Lawrence clan is just like this stage. It was once home to glorious.
She's so solid and tough, but also clear and open, like an ice cube. Is that why she's able to dance anytime and any—
Are you all done talking now?
Yes, I think so. By the way, that is for you. Please take it. I found it on Lessig earlier.
Oh, it's one of the missing components! Wait, so you had it all this time?
Well, you didn't ask. All right.
Okay, we'll let the
Wait, it looks pretty familiar. Have we seen one of these before? Shh! Now's not the time to brag about being a hero! Ah, right! I also bought a similar box at the—
Yes, people often use this kind of box for candy at festivals. This was one of the materials originally used to create the tent. But now that the tent has been repaired, eating the candy from the box as an adult will never be as delicious as it was when you were a kid. But if you really think about it...
Ah! So when it comes down to it, eating
So, as of now, we've already collected 3 of the missing components. Only one more to— I'm sorry that repairing the tent took so much of everyone's time. You should all head back.